I feel so much better today. God, yesterday, I was just, I don't know, I was like high or something. I was just on this weird mellow buzz, and then it was so hot. I mean, it's 21 degrees now, but I feel better equipped to deal with it today for some reason. I just had a real weird head, like, oh, and I was just being overly relaxed. Normally I'm massively paranoid when I travel. I know it might look weird to a lot of you guys. You probably just think I just jump on a bike and fuck off, but without caring. But I do care a lot. Like I'm very, sounds a bit hippie and weird, but I'm very sensitive to the environment, and I anywhere that feels uncomfortable and dark and moody, I'm not the type of person that can just go, oh well, next stop. Like I dwell on it for ages, then I worry about who's going to steal the bike. Whereas like constantly checking if I've got my wallet in my pocket, if someone's, asked me for a lighter or something, and then you like check your pockets if you've still got it when they walk off. Loads of stuff. It's actually really hard travelling if you're of that disposition. And there is no other way apart from just getting on with it. That's what I'm trying to teach myself. And the more kind of dangerous or adventurous, should we say, situations, and I know this isn't adventurous, but in terms of, you watch all these people that do all these amazing things around the world through deserts and shit, like, fair play to them, they're proper heroes, right? But most of us live in a semi-detached house, and we just like having a go on a motorbike on a tour once a year or something with our mates. That's what most of us do. And I'm in the most of category rather than the super bloody special category. And I think what I'm trying to teach myself is the more places that you go and everything is okay, the better you are and the more you enjoy going further or going to other places, and the more you relax. Like, as more time goes on, I am learning that what the fuck is this? This isn't right. What a weird place. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so the more that you realise that most problems can be solved with a wallet, a phone, and that's it. Just kick, like, the keys to your bike, couple of basic tools, and really I end up just taking way too much shit I just don't need. I've actually still got 3 t-shirts left that I haven't washed. I've got no pants left, and socks, I've got no socks left. I think I'm on a 3-day-old pair, but I had to rotate them. So one day on, air them, one day off. So my feet, I've probably got like trench foot or something. Let's put this up so you can hear me when the wind starts. But yeah, I mean, and as a few of you know, it's I've explained in the past that I have like depression issues. I hate that word, by the way, depression. I think we all need to come up with a better word for it, because it just sounds, oh god, anyone that says they've got it, like even just saying it, I have depression, it's like a depressing thing to say, and no one wants to listen to it. They're like, oh, I don't care, oh god, I've got other things to do. Like, I can imagine if I approached a friend and said, look, I feel in a really, really bad way, I have depression. Like, they're just going to go, oh, and they'll go, of course they'll go like, oh mate, oh, it's really bad, everything's okay. But in their hearts, they're just like, oh god, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to talk about, I don't know how to handle this situation. So I think we need to come up with just a better way of phrasing this. But anyway, so having that kind of depression/anxiety thing, like, I constantly, I'll give you an example, like a day in the life. So this is a day in the life of touring on a motorcycle with those conditions, is that, first of all, you wake up in the morning and you're like, first thing I think of is the bike okay? Where's the bike? What's happening with the bike? Where's my shit? What did I do last night? What should I have for breakfast? Oh my god, when am I going to eat again? What am I going to do? Do I have enough water? Oh god, am I going to need fuel? And then, so that's all going on before you've even really opened your eyes. And it's not just, and I'm sure other people have those thoughts as well, but the difference is between a sane person and someone who struggles is that it becomes all-consuming, and that's kind of all you worry about. And it's like most people just go, oh, I'm sure it'll be alright. Well, I've got insurance, whatever, it's fine. But that's the difference, and it becomes really like everything is a bit panicky. Like I remember when I didn't suffer from it. Well, do I? I think I've had it for my life actually. But I remember in the better times, you can just cope with problems better because they're not as just disastrous. There's an Audi spanking it, BMW. They're not as disastrous. You don't feel that there is a pending doom. And that's why I keep trying to push myself to do things which are a little braver. Normally, I believe the fear that you have of something happening is actually worse than it actually happening. I'm sure that's the case. And then one day when I wake up and my bike has been nicked, it's like, oh shit, what do I do? Alright, well, I'll stay another night in this hotel and you work through problem by problem. But someone with this anxiety type, hyperactive brain disorder, they're trying to solve all the problems of something which hasn't happened yet, so you don't even know the parameters around what you need to solve. So it's a constantly evolving puzzle that you can never solve. And once you get your head around that, this is how I try to self-medicate. Once you get your head around that, like, well, I can't solve that problem because I don't know the rules around that problem. So I'll put that to one side. Let's look at the things I can solve right now. And you try and get through that, and you do it one at a time, and it's just easier. It's just I think there's nothing you can do about it, so there's no point worrying about it. I mean, oh God, that's something I actually hate it when people say. It's like, oh, cheer up, mate. You know, it's not that bad. It's like, well, okay, step into my fucking brain for a minute. Just step into my brain right now, and then you tell me it's not that bad. But you can't do that. You know, I think you just got to have a network of people around you who maybe suffer the same ills, you know, they have the same problems. Maybe we should do it. Maybe we should try and do it like a motorcyclefreaks.com. You know, just a bit of support. Like, yeah, I know exactly what you're going through, mate, because I went through it yesterday. And that's another thing. Day to day, things are like different. Every day, for me anyway. Some days I could be absolutely fine and not have a care and just be like, yeah, oh my God, and get really into work and this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to grow my channel and I'm going to get really ambitious and I come up with all these plans, and then the next day I kind of regret making those plans because I think, oh my God, I've given myself so much to do. How am I going to solve? How am I going to do it? I don't have time. Oh my God, oh, is it even worth it? Oh fucking hell. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's shit. Oh, it's shit. I'm not good enough. I'm not fucking good enough. This is shit. And then that'll be a low period for 2 or 3 days, sometimes a week. But I just keep remembering that other day is coming where I do feel good and I do enjoy myself and I do have fun. And you've just got to remember, anyone suffering, you just got to the key things to me are try to simplify your life and know that the next day you will feel different. You will feel better. You might feel worse, but that day will come. And just take it a day at a time. And only try to solve the problems that you can actually solve today. Don't try and think about all the other stuff. It's like trying to decide I don't know. It's like trying to put a roof on the house and the foundations haven't been laid. You can't do it. It's unsolvable. And you feel like a failure because you can't solve these daily problems and issues. But you're just looking at it in the wrong way. Anyway, I hope that convoluted sort of blurb has helped one or two of you, and that's all I do it for, really. That's all I say it for. It's just those few people who I know suffer greatly, and I know what it's like. Tearing up a bit. So anyway, I'm going home to see my boy. All right. Okay. Right, see you later, lads. Yeah, fucking yeah, do one. Woo, down some beers. Woo. There we go. There's the mask. Anyway, all right. Speak to you later. Bye.